Creativity is not limited to the objects of everyday use, but it is an instrument for increasing knowledge. Creativity is possible in all areas of life, like thinking, working, playing, or social interaction. Creativity is a constructive process that results in the production of essentially a new product. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Atharva Kulkarni. Let's hear it out from him that how creativity helped him in his career in another episode of the AK Show.
Hi viewers, I am Kunal back with another video. Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Atharva Kulkarni. He is currently working as a senior executive for marketing and corporate communications department for L&T Technology Services. Let's welcome him on board. Hi Atharva, how are you?
Hello Kunal. First of all, thank you for having me today, and I'm doing good here. Thanks.
And Atharva, I hope that in this pandemic you and your family is safe and doing well.
Yes, surely we're doing good. Thanks, buddy. I hope your family is doing well and all of our viewers are doing well in this pandemic and at least have gotten their first dose. So yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Atharva, that's great. So Atharva, moving on to our first question. So as we all know that you are working for L&T Technology Services. So what your entry into this field was planned or accidental?
I like to answer this a bit honestly. So it was a combination of both, I would say. See, after graduation or when I was in fourth year of my college, so for viewers to know that I completed my graduation in mechanical engineering from Siakat Institutes in Pune. But when I was in fourth year of my college, I had a strong inclination towards music. So I wanted to pursue my career in music. I wanted to develop myself as a musician, as a drummer. So in the final year of my college, I got placed in HCL. But I knew that if I take a full-time job, I would not be able to sort of focus on what I want to do as well. As you can call it a side hustle, you can call it passion, whatever you want to call it. But so for that reason, what I decided was I would not take a full-time job. I wanted something a bit unconventional that would still fill my pocket, but would give me some time to focus on what I wanted to do back then. So what I did was I always loved writing. I used to write short stories. I used to write poems. So I was searching for a content writing job, which was part-time. And that is what I did after my graduation. I joined a small startup. I joined there as a content writer. I was writing content for a lot of clients coming from different domains after my graduation. And that is how I got into this field per se. And from there in my journey started. And if you want to know, we can talk about it. And that journey helped me end up at L&T Technology Services in the marketing department. So yeah, that's pretty much my story.
So Atharva, you are working for marketing and corporate communications department. So what are your roles and responsibilities?
So I would like to first explain to our audience that marketing and corporate communications is a very vast domain per se. I would like to tell you that what marketing and corporate communication as a function does, and then we can come to what I do in the company. So marketing, it's pretty straightforward and simple, that everything you do to get more clients, to market your company, your product, your solutions, your business, that all comes under marketing. Corporate communications is everything that is communicated from your company, be it on social media, be it in PR, be it the communication within the company to your employees, from your leadership to your employees, from your employees to the leadership, yeah, from the company to your clients, yeah, to your prospective clients. All that comes under corporate communications. So my job at L&T Technology Services is that I handle all of our social media accounts, all of our social media presence per se. And under my job, it comes under how we can build our employer brand on those platforms, how we can portray ourselves or how we can build ourselves that we are a company that engineers should join, that talented people should come and join us. At the same time, we also have to position ourselves of where, in what fields we are working in. and I have to ensure that the right content goes out on all those platforms. I am responsible for curating them as well as creating them. If we have those stories in house, then we create them. If we have to source it from some external medium, then we curate them. And that is baseline what my function is at L&T Technology Services.
So Atharva, as you mentioned earlier that you had your interest in music in your fourth year of graduation. So it is a bit of a creative kind of work or a creative kind of thing. Similarly, what you are doing right now is also a creative kind of thing. So we can say that from right from the beginning, your mindset was inclined towards the creativity. So that's a good thing. So what I have witnessed so far is that creativity in one field help you to do something good in another field, because every creative person have a different way of looking at things, because they look from their different perspective. And for example, if we talk about the sketch artist, so they try to draw their creativity onto the paper, and when it comes to music, they try to convert their creativity into a sound. So in this way the creativity changes, but the idea concept behind that remains the same, that different way of looking at things. So Athava, to enter in this field of marketing and corporate communications, is there any prerequisite or a specific graduation that is required?
Uh, for me, it's a tricky question, Kunal. So I would first answer it from my personal perspective. Then I would answer it in a more general perspective from what people who are struggling or who want to switch. Because see, if you look at it from that perspective, I took a complete U-turn. Okay, ideally, what people do is after graduation, maybe they work in a core company, maybe they get to know around what the core companies do, um, work in relevant field of what their graduation was in, then maybe go for an MBA. So I'll give an answer for from a personal perspective once what I think about it. So from a do you need some prerequisites for going into the field? The answer is absolutely no. That is my personal opinion. If you have a perspective of looking at the world in a different way, then you can come into this field, come into the field of marketing. So now when I talk about perspective, what I want to say is तुम्हारे पास वो नजरिया है क्या of what other people are perceiving things as. Do you find stories around you? Do you find stories that can inspire people, that can uh, bring some change in others' lives, or anyway can be relevant to it? Do you have that narrative skill with you that you can narrate a story, that you can tell people a story, that you can bring out people a story? And marketing is all about storytelling. It's as simple as that. If you ask any uh, excellent marketer and ask them what is marketing, he's going to tell you that marketing is about storytelling. So prerequisites, no. If you have good storytelling, then all you need is some relevant experience for it. I personally got lucky in that perspective, that I immediately got a job after my graduation in the field that I was looking out for. So from a content writing perspective, there are endless opportunities around you. If you are an engineer, you can go into technical content writing, where you are working in the field that is relevant to you. If you are, say, chemical engineer, you can write content for a chemical engineering company. If you have that creative bent of mind where you're more focused on, say, travel and tourism, right, you can write content for travel as well. So it's all about that perspective you have of storytelling, and that is what is required to develop yourself as a marketer. uh, a generalized perspective, yes, you need some prerequisites if you formally want to enter into this field. So there are a lot of good colleges in our country who give you a degree in marketing and in brand communications. There are also some colleges that give you degrees and diplomas in advertising. So if you want to formally enter into this field, if you think you have the interest of telling stories to the world, selling a product, marketing a brand, then you can have a formal education. An MBA degree can definitely help you go into good companies, provided you do that MBA from good colleges. So that would be my take on it.
So Atharva, you shared how did you entered in this field, and you also shared some information that doing a specific MBA or diploma degree in this for this particular field can also help you to fetch a good job in this field. So what are the long term career prospects according to you? Huh.
So, Kunal, the long-term perspectives in marketing is always dependent on how crazy you are with the ideas you have in the field, or what ideas you're bringing onto the table, and how you're improving your brand's visibility, your product's visibility per se. I like to give here an example of what I was reading, I guess, a couple of days ago. So when you order when you order pizza um, from Domino's, they give you a lot of oregano, extra oregano, right? But if you check the rate of oregano in the market, uh, that would cost around 50 rupees for 10 gram of oregano. So basically, that is very costly, right? So if you can think, why would Domino's give us so much of oregano for free? They have hacked into the Indian mentality of not throwing things away, but preserving things. So whatever extra oregano comes with your pizza, our general mentality is that we just store it away in our fridge or in our kitchen. We just keep it away for storage, right? And we'll say we'll use it in some other things. But what they essentially are doing is they are marketing themselves into a kitchen. The oregano sachets are always branded, right? So every time you're looking at it, they are actually advertising Domino's, and essentially for free, for based on what the pizza you ordered. And you're spending, say, they're spending 50 rupees extra to give you that oregano for free, but in return they are getting 500, 1000 rupees of orders from you. That is how essentially marketing works, right? So if you see, marketing is all around us, and it is how you look at it would make the difference. So long term career prospects, there are a lot. If you want to go into say B2B marketing, how are you able to, B2B means business to business marketing, how you are able to engage your customer, how effectively you are able to market your solution, how creatively you are able to market your solution to that particular business, that would define your success into it. If you talk about B2C marketing, the prime example for that is Zomato. If you have seen Zomato's ad, you must have always noticed how creative they are. They have no bounds. They are relating to ourselves in a personal level, right? So long-term career prospect will all depend on you, how creative you get, how adapt you become, how observant you are of your surroundings, and how you are implementing them in your storytelling. So uh, there is no bound to it. It's what I can tell you.
So in short, we can say that it is all about the scope that we have within us. If a person is having a particular amount of scope within himself, then he can grow, despite the fact that
Correct.
how much opportunities he is getting. If even a single opportunity is enough, if that person is capable enough, that is what we can
Correct.
say.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
essentially, yes.
Okay, that's great. So Athava, in your journey so far, whom would you like to thank for what you have achieved till now?
Mm, I have to thank four people if I segregate it like that. Uh, First person would be who gave me my first job after graduation. So as I mentioned, that I did not have any kind of prior experience to it, prior experience to content writing. All I knew was how to write, right? And despite not having any kind of relevant experience, I was given that job based on my ability to write things and my ability to perceive things. So I would not take names here, but that would be the first person I would like to thank, my first employer. Uh, Secondly, um, after when I started out with a startup, right? And L&T Technology Services was one of our clients. So for 2 years, I was working from an agency side with the company. And after 2 years, I decided to switch. So my point of contact in L&T Technology Services was the head of brand and digital back there. So he mentioned that, Atharva, if you're anyway looking for a switch, why don't you come and join us? Why don't you work at L&T Technology Services? See, I have known your work for 2 years now. I know that you're what you're capable of and what you can do if you come on board and if you have the right setup with you. So the second person that I would like to thank is my recruiter at L&T Technology Services, who again, me not having an MBA degree and still landing a job in a very sophisticated, high profile, high corporate profile, right? So that would be the second person that I would like to thank, my recruiter at L&T Technology Services. The other two people would be my CMO right now, my Chief Marketing Officer at L&T Tech.
So Atharva, any tips and guidance for those who want to make their entry into this field?
Yes, I have 3 tips for people who want to enter into marketing, or people who want to opt for a more creative vertical in marketing. Firstly, don't be afraid to try out new things. A lot of the times what happens is that we are so afraid of uh, what judgment would be carried upon us, or what judgment would be put upon us. How do I speak to this XYZ person? How do I portray myself? So there are a lot of self-doubts that are in place within ourselves. So my recommendation would be that don't be afraid to try out new things. Secondly, after graduation, see, I have gone through that phase where I had a lot of peer pressure. Because if you are trying out something new, there will always be people who have taken the conventional path and are going ahead of you in a comparative way. And we as humans have that tendency of comparing ourselves with our friends, with our cousins, with the people that we have played with the people we have graduated with. So don't compare yourself with these people. Everybody has a different track laid out for them. Everybody have different decisions from a career perspective. So if you compare, you will always have uh, it's not good to compare, basically. So don't come under that peer pressure. Keep, if my friend is doing an MBA, then I should also do an MBA. I would recommend that you get some relevant experience, be it unpaid, be it very less paid. See, I personally started at 3,000 rupees per month. So money doesn't matter after, say, 1 or 1.5 year after your graduation. If you are coming from that background and if you are stable enough, then try out new things. Don't come under a peer pressure of just doing an MBA because your friend is doing it, just applying for a US university just because your friend is doing it. Lay out your own path. And third would be to explore your liking. See, marketing, from, if you particularly talk about marketing, there are a lot of different things into marketing as well. So you have to first explore where your liking lies, because usually what happens in the Indian scenario is that after your post graduation, there is not a lot of flexibility that you would have in terms of switching your career, because responsibilities come up, responsibilities would be laid down on you, and then you would not have that freedom of taking a U-turn. In majority of the cases that happens. So my recommendation would be to explore your liking, what you're liking at, so that when you're choosing a career path, when you're finalizing on a career path, that would be beneficial for you. You will not get bored with the work that you're going to do for the rest of your life, or at least till the point you find some stability and maybe then think, yeah, I want to launch my own company, I want to do something XYZ stuff. But till that point, you should never be feeling that I have to work if you can enjoy it. So those would be my 3 recommendations.